Okay, hello guys. So in this video, me and my friend will explain about database mid-exam, ERD in middle class business. And this is our group member.
Okay, my name is Aria Widura. My last digit of name is 1020.
My name is Gilang Arydhana Rahjasa, and my last name is 1115.
And my name is Owen Kartika, and my last name is 10 and 25.
Okay, in our presentation, there will be the first is introduction of the system. Second is analysis of the system. Third is information system overview. And the next is database design, and the last is conclusion. Okay, so the first is what is a giga laundry? So giga laundry is a medium-sized business that is usually used by students who travel, where this business will set price according to the weight of the clothes. Beside that, there are also several types of special clothes that are priced at different price. And the owner of this business is headed by a mother named Nimade Sulendri, with a business that has been engaged in for more 10 years. So this is the mechanism of Giga Laundry. So the mechanism before we are using the ERD implementation is the first is customer data along with the type of service and laundry weight are recorded manually. A handwritten note with a unique number is given to the customer. Each laundry item is labeled using a paper text for identification. Customers present their handwritten note. Admin will verify the name and note number to match the laundry. The total payment is calculated manually based on service type and laundry weight, then recorded in physical cash book. And after we are using ERD implementation, recording customer data will be used in Excel and recording of the type of laundry goods that come in. And we are going to make automatic calculation of cost based on the type and weight of the goods and creation of daily or monthly transaction report. So this is our system implementation. So in the ERD that we have made, it regulates how the latter Giga Laundry will make a transaction to customers. As in the diagram, employees of Giga Laundry will make a transaction provided by customer, where this transaction in the form of laundry service with the weight calculation of clothes being washed. And this is our ERD database diagram will be explained by my friend.
Okay, I'm gonna explain about ARD database diagram, which have four entity in transaction, item, employee, and customer. The transaction has primary key is ID transaction, and employee has primary key ID employee, and the customer have primary key ID customer. In the transaction has a origin key, which is ID customer, ID employee, and ID item. And because item is weak entity, there is no primary key in there. Okay, the next explanation. So the Giga Laundry process customer transaction. Each transaction handled by one employee and involves one customer. The transaction table record the transaction ID, total price, date, employee ID, and customer ID. Customer data is stored in the customer table, while employee information is stored in the employee table. The type of laundry item, such as closet, bed sheet, and curtain, are stored in the item table, which is linked to transaction. The structure helps the system manage laundry service in organization and efficient way. Okay, next. Next is ARD table. So based on the diagram, which is many to many in employee and transaction, and be a table of employee, table of transaction, and table do. In the table employee has a ID employee, name, and phone number of employee, and table transaction has a ID transaction, ID employee, ID customer, date, and total price. And transaction have a relation between customer, which is the transaction give to the customer. And we make a table of customer, and the table of customer has a ID customer, name, address, and phone number. And table give has a ID customer, ID transaction, and status pembayaran. And the last is transaction and items. So we make another table named table item. In the table item has a ID pakaian, ID spree, ID garden, and ID transaction. And because there is many to many, so we make another table table content. Table content has a ID transaction, ID pakaian, ID spray, ID garden, and quantity. Okay, next. Next is explained by my friend Owen.
Okay, here I'm gonna explain how to what we make the ARD from the node. So as you can see, this is the node that we got from Giga Laundry. So there will be customer data here. There will be the name. So here in this node, there's a name Gilang, and also the address of the customer, that is Jalan Gunai number 25. And there's no phone number here. And with this data, each on the item is labeled using the name in the node. And if the customer want to take the laundry, they have to bring this node. Also, the total payment is calculated manually based on service type and laundry weight. So here we can see the customer want to wash golden tipis, supply that with the size M, and a few clothes. So here in this node, the clothes was not specified, but the employee only weighed 8 kilogram. So here we can see there is also the price. With the pakaian or clothes will be priced with 40,000, and the gorden 10,000, and so this price is also 15,000. Okay, next. So first, what is the anomalous form that we can make from the node? So here in the anomalous form or the initial, the data is unstructured and combines multiple pieces of information into one record, such as customer's name, address, item types, quantity, price, and total. One transaction in the receipt may include multiple items, but the data is written in a mixed format with a proper separation. You can see the number received is 125, and the name of the customer is Gilang, and the date the note was 21 April year 25, and other data. And here we can also see there's a null in the data. Okay, next. Okay, in the first number form, we're gonna fill the null type that we can see in the first anomalous form. So here we fill the number received until it full, so there's no null, and we also do it to the others. Also at this stage, the data is reorganized so that its record contains only one value per field, and its row represents only one item per transaction. For example, if a customer orders the different items, each one is listed on a separate line with its specific item name, quantity, price, and total. This makes the structure cleaner and eliminates repeating groups in a single row. Okay, next. Okay, in the second normal form, here we're gonna split it into 3 sections. The first one is a transaction section. In the transaction section, it was containing the number receipt, name of the customer, the date, and also the address. And in the item section, there will be 3 items that have its own ID item. So in here, we use cordon as item 001, supply as item 002, and general codes as item 003. And it's also containing the price that we specified to this item. So here, if the customer want to wash the cordon, they will be priced with 10,000 and supply with 50,000, and general cost will be 5,000 per kilogram. Next, in the transaction details, there will be, in the transaction details, it will connect the transaction with the item. So here we can see that transaction 001, we're connecting the receipt number 125 with the item 001. This normalization ensures that each piece of data is stored in only one piece. Next. In third normal form, we will clean it more. So here, we will create a separate customer table with their details. So here we make the customer different. So from the name in the previous one, we only use the name that is Gilang. But if we want to use that data again in the future, so the employee don't have to make the same data again. So they just call the ID customer that is C001. How about the employee? The employee is all the same. We applied it. So here we use the employee that is the owner, that is Miss Sulandri will be employee E001. And here we also specified the items again. So here we use ID pakaian I001 as the kerja, the clothes per kilogram. So here in the Gede laundry, they use the system, the pricing with the clothes will be per kilogram. So if the customer want to wash 1 kilogram clothes, so they will pay 5,000. And after we ask the owner again, so it's spray and Gordon have their own specified. So here we can see that spray with the size S have different price with the other spray. So here, if the spray is bigger, then the price is also higher. With Gordon, they say that there's 2 types of Gordon that they usually wash, that is with the thin or the thick one. So here, the Gordon specified will be priced with the meter square or the area of the Gordon. So here we can see also in the data processor, here we combine the ID detail. So here that is 125. So here we take from the number receipt and we combine it with ID item. So in this, the detail about in transaction receipt 125, what is the value of I006? So as you can see, so I006 that is golden tipis, and it will be have the quantity with 1 meter square with the total 10,000. And item I003 that is supply with the size M or medium, quantity 1, and the subtotal is 15,000. Also, the last one is I001 that is clothes per kilogram. So here the customer want to wash 8 kilograms of clothes. So here from the subtotal we take it, the price from these table items will be multiplied by the quantity. So that will be 40,000. So here from the total we will be accumulated it from the subtotal, but there's also a condition where the customer already paid a sum of the money or for money. So if the customer already paid, so there will be minus. So the total will be have the value of subtotal combined and minus by for money if the customer already paid. And that is the third normal form of this table from the note. Okay, the conclusion. This ARD and relational table are essential components in dressing a database system. So the ARD allow us to map out the entities involved in the laundry service, such as customer, transaction, and laundry items, and clearly define the relationship between them. This process helps in creating well-structured database tables with relevant attributes, making it easier to record, manage, and track data efficiently. Therefore, using ARD and tables not only supports better visualization of the system, but also lays the groundwork for building a clean, logical, and scalable laundry information system. So this is our presentation about our midterm exam. Thank you. And if there are any mistake, please forgive us.